We're a bunch of nice people or party people. You know, we come out, do our thing, have a good time, and in the process we get to damage a cult. So, I don't know. What are you doing in your weekend? That's better than that. That's it for me.
I guess we'll just do questions from the audience for the last 7 minutes, maybe?
How many people have shown up for your worldwide protest?
I mean, it's all based on estimates, but we've reached, I think we've,
On average, usually 200 to 150.
Yeah,
in New York.
That's in
Yeah.
New York.
yeah, that's just in New York. Worldwide,
actually-
I believe February. It was probably in February. I believe it reached between February and March. I believe we've had well over 8,000 worldwide.
in fact, maybe over 9,000.
Yeah, could be over 9,000.
Yeah, it's in that ballpark somewhere.
It's at least 100.
So it's 100.
Yeah.
Okay.
Next.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm wondering if you guys can help me out with sort of the Scientology trivia question I've had for a while.
Yeah.
Back in about '99, it came out that Scientology was running net nannying software that they were recommending for all of their members, where they're like, you can't look at things with this word or that word.
Right.
And one of the things, it was reasonable things like they don't want you to see Xenu, which is the name of the ostensible deity. They
Yeah,
don't want you
they're
to see
alien.
Clambake, because that's Operation Clambake, which has been looking to uncover Scientology for a while. The one that got me when I looked at this list was the word poodle. And I'm wondering if you have any idea why they don't want you to see the word poodle. Poodles are evil. I mean, we all know that poodles are evil.
I
but
heard
like,
that.
Fluff contains thetans.
That Xenu's face actually looked like a poodle's asshole. So
Next question.
Yeah, I have a quick question.
No poodles,
have you
please.
actually physically fucked around with the cans that they have when they do the stress test?
The e-meter. He's talking about the e-meter they use for the
Right.
stress tests.
Yeah, because it basically is like a basic lie detector. So if you know how to regulate your pulse, you can really prove how these things do not work, which I've
Right.
done to some grads.
The
Yeah.
yeah, they actually are legally obligated to put an FDA warning on those
Right.
e-meters that they do nothing.
Right, and
somebody had sex with
and I
a
just
pair
wanted
of
to
e-meters.
I just
Sorry.
wanted to say that as soon as that awesome and hilarious Fox video came out, I was one of the first people to break it, mainly on PLA. We've supported you ever since. We've blocked their phones and come to your stuff. And I just want to say that if you have any targets in the future, just please leave the Jehovah's Witnesses and the Latter-day Saints alone, because we're having enough fun with them as it is. So thank you.
The audience in the
Awesome.
over there. I don't know if you want to put it in.
Next.
Okay, next question. What's with all the V for Vendetta masks? How did those come to pass? I
Tim, you
mean,
want
they're
that
a
one?
good anonymous, but
Damn, sister, somebody. I don't want to do this one.
You have to do this
All
one.
right.
We don't
This
know.
one. Okay. Before any of this fucking started, it was kind of a, it was a joke on some of the messages. It comes from some older internet shit. It's kind of a long fucking story. Like, really, I think what it got adopted into was that whole idea of the anonymity, you know, people standing up for something, you know, right and all of that bullshit, but really, actually, it was just another internet thing.
It's a little bit about both.
Yeah, it's
Everybody's favorite, also.
So, can you tell me why what you're doing is any different than an attack against Christianity or Islam or Judaism, without using the cop-out that it is a cult, because all major organized monotheistic religions have long histories of doing terrible things in the name of their gods? How is what you are doing any different than an attack on, say, Muslims or Jews? Or
Because these attacks are happening now. Scientology is undergoing these criminal acts right now. If I had a time machine to go back 1,000 years and I didn't have better things to do with it, yeah, maybe I'd do shit about the Crusades. But you know what? Right now, we're the thing that's standing. Because here's the thing, and this is something Scientology is bringing up all the time. No, shut the fuck up. I gotta talk. I'm sorry. But here's the thing, they bring this up, but you know what? In the Crusades, they had fucking Turks with swords to stand up against that shit. You know what? We're the fucking Turks. That's it. We're the ones stopping this fucking expansion of this crazy cult.
Right answer, thank you.
Oh, sweet. No soap for you. Next.
When you were talking about Sea Org, the Navy,
Right.
I'd heard from someone who I guess had bullshitted some Scientologists and got some info about Sea Org from them. He said that if you do sign up for Sea Org, then your contract is for all your
It's
billion
Actually,
year
Actually,
contract.
it's not for your entire life. It's for, I
your-
believe
A
it's
billion
1
years.
billion years.
Yeah, so would it
Your
be,
life and all your next lives.
so would it be possible to go up to them and say,
I signed it in the 70s and got fucking
Yeah,
killed
exactly.
and all that.
Which- and-
It
and-
never works. They'll have to do it through auditing and shit.
Besides, why would you
my
want
mother
to?
tried, yeah.
Yeah.
Infiltration, I don't know. I'm just saying, would it be possible?
Well, yeah, more or less. I mean, they would have to like confirm it with auditing and all sorts of bullshit. But if you just walk, especially now after like with them all up in arms about us, they would know that you're just fucking with them.
Okay.
Also, that would mean they keep their word and obligations.
Right.
Excellent point.
Yeah, they have lawyers scared of that shit.
Next. It works.
Did you guys hear about the circus fires?
No. Tell us.
They were intense.
I like him.
Did you hear about that? Because it wasn't from you.
So, my question is, I'm kind of curious if anyone has a copy of OT3 with them today, because I'd kind of like to see how many
I
Scientologists
think
are
it
in the
is.
audience with us.
Verbatim, all
I
of
think
us.
It's in my other thetans.
Yeah,
I think
after the issue with that is that anybody that they would send here today wouldn't be affected by that because they know that we talk about it. What they have is something real quick. I'm going to say they're told to look up any words that they don't understand. They're going to be told that Xenu was something from Hubbard's crappy science fiction that he wrote before this science fiction, which made him much more money. And the issue is that they're told that it was just something from that. A fun one, if you wanted to fuck with them, is ask them to clear the word body thetans, because that's something that's included in the OT3 material, and that's something that they don't have an answer for. So, body thetans, now you have an MU. Go look it up.
All right, 2 people, 2 minutes.
Yeah, honestly, if you do want to read the OT3,
Yeah, it's all
the
over the
OT3
place.
dialogue, it's online. You can just Google it. I think I actually even have it in my backpack somewhere.
Go ahead, bud.
Including here recording of L. Ron Hubbard's
Okay,
feedback.
David's
That
sister.
works.
Shut the fuck up. Sorry.
First of all, thanks very much for all your hard work. It's great to hear. I just want to see if you've considered the possibility that you're in some ways shilling for the psychiatric establishment and the pharmaceutical industry, and wondering if you'd be
Lesser of
interested
two
in
evils.
refocusing
After
some
all
of your
this shit,
efforts
I
and
fucking
attention.
love those guys. So that
No. Those guys are the real criminals. And
No, they're
I'm not a
not.
Scientologist, but they are in the midst of pathologizing the full range of human experience, and they're targeting old people with dementia and kids
Lesser
with
of
behavioral
two
disorders.
evils.
Oh, I don't know about that. They have a much greater reach. They have far more lobbying power, and they're killing people right now.
Well, all right, true, but
Considering
to
someone that
be
was
fair,
saved by
Scientology
psychiatry,
did
I
piss
think
us
Scientology's
off.
a little bit worse.
I don't think so, but I'd be really interested in applying some of your techniques and energy to solving some of those really large problems in
Okay.
the pharmaceutical and psychiatric.
In a lot of ways, we're also not really an activist group who's just going to run around writing it wrong. But
That's what you think.
but I'm just saying, like, anything's possible. We could always direct it towards other things we don't like.
Well,
I'm
consider the
sorry
reason
you
which
don't
you're
win the car.
reinforcing
Thanks for
their
playing.
message
Next
for them and
contestant.
doing the pharmaceutical industry's work for them by attacking some of Scientology's message, which
I don't
does
think-
have seeds of truth.
Yeah, okay,
we have
we're
to pretty much
we're
wrap it up.
over, so maybe we can get one last question and then.
Make it a good one.
Okay, that was a quick one. I gave you a USB key just a few minutes ago.
Yeah, I passed it over. I
It
don't-
contains one picture. If you showed it to the people, you'll see the traffic statistics of Xenu.net, and you will see what impact you have actually had.
Yeah, I recall seeing it at February 10th, which was the anniversary of Lisa McPherson's death. That's a woman that very prominently they just sort of watched die. I can't tell the whole story now, but they pretty much murdered a woman and covered it up. And after February 10th, you can search the traffic statistics. There's an enormous spike for searching Lisa McPherson. I think that Scientology is a virus, and we're inoculating people. Information will inoculate you against a scam, and that's what we're doing.
Last question, quick.
Oh, it's not a question, just a comment. There's actually an article about Anonymous in Maxim.
Maxim, yeah.
Yeah,
Pick it
I just
up.
want to let you
Good
know that,
magazine.
yeah. It's like a
Ladies.
pretty decent size article, too, so.
Yep, that's one of our wins. That's
Yeah, expect more in the future. Excuse me.
All right.
all right. I think we ran over.
We gotta get
and-
off the stage now, right? Yeah? We go off the stage? Okay.
Peace, bitches.
Thank you, guys.